Right, everybody, welcome to the session. I have Ayesha with me. She's from IFMR. She's done with her MBA, by the way. She has done marketing. Her profile is really interesting. You should listen to her profile. She has done a lot of stuff, like बहुत ज़्यादा diversity है. And she will be actually helping us to understand that how one should be choosing the specialization as far as marketing is concerned. So this entire video is going to be about marketing. She's currently working with the top-notch company in the world that's known as TATA International, and she's currently working as a management trainee. She joined मेरे ख्याल से एक या दो हफ्ते पहले. So she's got an interesting story to share with us and enlighten us on the marketing front. Ayesha, very welcome to this session. Yeah, I hope
Thank you.
To get some sort of marketing thing from your side, because I'm a finance guy. I don't know much about marketing, but yeah, you are the one who's going to be guiding us today. So we'll start with your profile.
Okay.
And we'll start, your profile and how did IFMR happen to you?
Okay. So I did BSc Biotechnology from St. Joseph's College, which is a small college in Etnialapada, and it's a women's college, really old, around 60 years old. But this science background that I had actually pushed me to management. If you ask me how, I did an internship during college days, which was as a project coordinator in an edtech company. And I did some of recruitment and I managed their project as well. So this gave me the idea that, I am well sought for management rather than research.
Perfect.
So from there, I diverted my career to management and I wrote CAT, CMAT. And then through CMAT, I got into IFMR GSB. So when I came into IFMR, I had completely kept a clear head because I knew there was more to explore when it came to management. So I didn't want to have a notion that I'm going to do finance or marketing or HR as such. So that's how I got into IFMR.
Okay.
This is my profile in gist, I believe.
Yeah, because from a biotechnology sort of a background, moving into the marketing. I mean, I know marketing is open for everybody and anybody who want to get into marketing. But then mostly I've seen bio के जो बच्चे होते हैं ना, they either go for HR kind of a domain, or they kind of trying to go abroad because वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा opportunities है. So that's what. And again, I mean, you are a bio girl and still you got into IFMR, which is known for finance, and it's been there from last 50, 60 odd years. Why would you take a brand which is known for finance? Did you do a research about it, or do you want to tell us that IFMR is equally good for marketing also? What's in it, yeah?
So I heard about IFMR before, from a few of my friends and seniors and stuff. So I know it's a really old college and it's got a good name and all that. So most of it was known for quantitative finance or finance back in the time. But I know it's a general MBA. So they were initially they were giving a PGDM and then it became an MBA. So since it was an old college and though it has the name of finance, I know there are people who got out who did HR, who did marketing and who are placed in really good places as well. So I got in touch with a few of the alumni and then I was like, yeah, this is a good college that I could get into. So I applied to IFMR along with few other colleges. And I did get calls from a few other places, but I believe IFMR is the best place that I could go and, explore as well, according to what I wanted to do. So though I am a person who understood that, I should go for maybe a general MBA rather than finance or marketing. But the first year that I did in IFMR was very important for me because that is where I decided that I wanted to do marketing as a specialization in my second year. And so the first year we were introduced to finance, we were introduced to marketing, a bit of HR, some lot of everything that you could do in an MBA. But marketing was very interesting for me. This is something that you practically see every day and you fail to notice at times. So the case study based classes and everything was beautifully done, honestly, and it captured my attention. So I believe this is what my forte is and I can excel in. So later on, what I did was I wanted to make sure, most of the time what you study in theory is not what you do, what you like to do practically. So I did an internship in as a brand marketing intern.
Hold on.
In Z-Techno.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You did your internship in branding?
Yes.
The brand management thing?
I did my internship in branding.
That's the best profile in marketing, the way we have investment banking and finance. You've done branding. Now here is the interesting thing. Now I didn't know this before we get on a call. I mean this interview, I had no idea that you actually got into. How did you crack that branding thing here? It's not that easy to get in, right? This is what I believe.
It is not, but there are, the thing is when you always look at, profiles, you see like profiles in small startups and you see in big MNCs. So the role that I got in was a small startup. So the important and fascinating thing about startups is like, you get to learn a lot.
Exactly.
So if you go into an MNC, the thing is, the work is divided between, the thing is there is a lot of work there, and if you're interested, you get to do all of it. Right. So that is where, how I got into, so it was a company that, again, it was a campus placement. It's called Z-Techno Products and Services, and it's a software company in Hyderabad. Basically, they sell, they're a distributor partner of actually ServiceNow. ServiceNow is like a platform as a service. So they wanted to do their branding and advertise themselves as like a really good firm and everything, and they were hiring brand marketing interns. Luckily I got into one. So it was really nice journey. I learned a lot there, because when you are a freshie, you do not know how it is done in the field. You do not know what email marketing is, or how content marketing is done, or how you get into the first page of Google or the topmost heading of Google at all. So yeah, you need to understand what SEO is, SEM is, and all those important strategies in marketing. That brings the. Can you hear me? So yeah, so basically that gives you that learning. So I actually planned on working only for 3 months for them as an intern, but I continued as a life project later on because the learning was so much. So perfect. Yeah, that's how I knew, like, this is what I want to do, because I enjoy doing it. I absolutely love marketing and reading on it as well. Okay. So which is why second year I was like, sure, this is what I want to do. Marketing.
This internship which helped you to kind of get into the brand management profile, and eventually you got a live project. Was that on campus, or you found it by yourself?
So that was an on campus. So the nice. Funny part is that I actually saw the job profile in LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn is a place where you all go for live projects and internships and all that. But I did not know why at that point of time I did not apply to it, because there were plenty of opportunities coming in campus as well at that point of time. But when this came through, like, the on-campus placement, I was like, this is it. This is where I want to go. And
now, this is something,
like, interesting profile.
Sorry for that. This is something, I want to make a mention, Ayesha, that a lot of people don't know. Okay, like a lot of students think that, there is only one summer internship. You want to do that and you're done for it. But actually, सबसे ज़्यादा exposure मुझे लगता है कि यार आपको ना live project में मिलता है, because वहाँ पे काम करवा के लेते हैं. Summer might go copy paste kind of a thing, but live project is the really key thing. So I am glad that IFMR does offer that. I never knew about it. So thank you so much for educating me on that front. So if you have any B school, tier 2, tier 3, tier 1, whatsoever B school guys you are joining in, make it a point that वहाँ पे live project हो, because I am very sure that's where that kicked you. You know what, I want to get into marketing and all that. On the other hand, what she said, Ayesha, as Ayesha said rightly, you have to give yourself first year. ऐसे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स मैंने देखे हैं जो फाइनेंस का मन बना के जाते हैं, बाद में मार्केटिंग करते हैं, और बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे भी देखे हैं जो मार्केटिंग का एचआर का मन बना के जाते हैं एंड दे एंडेड अप डूइंग फाइनेंस और ऑपरेशंस, समथिंग लाइक दैट. ग्रेट, कूल. नाउ second question to Ayesha is, how do you build your profile, or any advice for students out there to get into branding exclusively? I'm not talking about the other wings of marketing at all, just the branding thing. Can you, because there are a lot of people, they keep on asking me, sir, how can I get into branding? Is my resume fit for branding? And there is so much of buzz, branding chalna hai. पहली बात तो ये है कि ये बता दे कि why there is so much of buzz of branding. Is it because of money that you get into branding profile, or is it like kind of do you guys directly talk to hot shots of the company? पहले वो बताना. उसके बाद बताना ब्रांडिंग में कैसे चलते हैं.
अच्छा, तो basically branding जब when you do branding is very interesting. It's the most fun part of marketing, to be honest, because you're bringing a logo, the logo that you have, the slogan that you have, that will be etched into minds of people, and that's a brilliant thing, right?
Right.
You're bringing it forward and etching it in minds of people. Right. But I would say, you know, to get into a position of like a brand manager or so, you need to gain experience. It's like thing that you get with experience. So you most of the time, you know, whenever we have talked to our professors, they tell us like, you know, people are always interested in getting into branding, but it's not so easy. But one thing you can do is like step by step, you can build your profile to get into branding. Right now, I'm not doing branding, but like you can get into internships, which, you know, will actually help you understand what is branding, you know, what level of it goes into it. Like it's even if it's a startup, you need to create like the brand guidelines. See, you can't keep changing your logo all the time, because that's how you identify that particular brand, right? You can't keep you know, according to creatives, you can't keep changing the colors and stuff like that. So ideally, that brand identity should be there. It should have a purpose. It should have a story. True. Because only then that people will understand, like, you know, what the brand is providing to the society as well. So your brand should have like a brand purpose. Your brand should have like a brand story, whatever people could associate with, so that you will have your own customers. You know, that is what at the end we are looking for. Right?
True.
So.
And I think
a lot of work goes into it, to be honest, when it comes to branding.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think this sort of chota internship live projects can give these kids, you know, hands-on experience to kind of, you know, move to this
so many actually. There are so many opportunities if you look for it.
Startup basically.
Especially in startups. Yes, especially in startups, because you can't literally think like, yeah, I'll be hired by Google or like Microsoft in a day or two. So you have to create that profile before you want to be hired by your dream company. So how do you create the profile? This is through opportunities that you can catch at the moment and go through it. So
perfect.
That's